This video is going to show you everything you need to know to create a top 1% dating life in the next 90 days. My name is Peter. I've been doing cold approach and teaching other guys cold approach for about 18 months now. I used to be very shy, very nervous, very awkward, and I spent the majority of last year learning cold approach, dating, social skills. I went on 60 plus first dates last year. I closed between like 60 and 90% of those first dates. Had a bunch of long-term relationships, multiple relationships simultaneously. And now I can kind of teach guys how to do similar sort of things. So the benefits of cold approach. Why is it the best method as compared to dating apps, as compared to social circle? For most guys, some guys like the whole nightlife, social circle sort of thing. Me personally, I go to bed pretty early and I get up pretty early. So I don't really like to be out late. I don't really like the whole party thing. So for me, daytime cold approach works the best. I go out like in the evening, I go to where the hot girls are, and I'm able to just meet as many as I want, as quickly as I want. And for me, I found it, I usually just do like 2 or 3 approaches. I meet 3 girls. As compared to dating apps, I found, like, me personally, and maybe I just don't take good pictures or like my look is not that good, but dating apps are heavily reliant on your looks. So if you're not, like super attractive, 8 plus out of 10 looking guy, you're just gonna have a tough time on dating apps. We've seen the statistics. Basically, like the top 10% of guys are just like absolutely cleaning up on the dating apps. They're getting like 90% of the matches, and like the bottom 90% of guys are like, not getting that many matches. They're getting mid girls and whatnot. So the dating apps tend to be a little tough if you're not good looking. Whereas with cold approach, it's not so much based on your looks. Looks do play a part, but what you can actually do is use your personality, your behavior, your confidence, and you can convey yourself in the right way to the girl rather than just showing her like a photo of your face and having her make a snap decision just based on that. So cold approach has like almost endless opportunities. Like you can meet, girls are always out, right? So you can meet girls anytime, any place, anywhere, as long as you develop the skill a little bit, learn how to do cold approach. It's like limitless. Like, you can meet all the hottest girls in the world at any point. They can be anywhere. Whereas with dating apps, you have to have like an insanely good profile or just be like insanely attractive to even be in a position where you can talk to like the hottest girls. So it's so hard to even be in a position to talk to hot girls on dating apps. Whereas with cold approach, you just walk up to them. Like, it's so easy, and you can do it anywhere. So step 1 of kind of creating your top 1% dating life in the next 9 days is just going to be understanding the value of daytime cold approach as opposed to all the other forms of meeting women, social circle, dating apps, night game. Night game's cool if that fits your schedule and it's sustainable for you. For me, not so much, but big fan of cold approach either way. So it's just understanding the value of approaching women in the wild, number 1. Number 2, once you understand that, we need to create a plan for you. So this is gonna look like a schedule plus logistics. So where are the hot girls in your city? Like, where are they? Figure out where they are. Are they at Whole Foods? Are they at a park? Are they at a certain mall? Are they at, just figure out where they are. In New York City, I can tell you a couple of spots where, they're pretty much everywhere in New York City. In Miami, they're in Brickell, South Beach. In LA, they might be like at the Grove or like the Santa Monica Promenade, something around the Santa Monica probably. But yeah, so like figure out where the hot girls are in your city. So that would be logistics, and then sort of make a schedule to actually be there. Figure out your times that you're going to go out and to approach. I recommend at least 3-4 times a week, and then just approaching probably like 9 to 12 girls a week on average to see progress and make results or make progress. So that's what I would recommend, is probably just between like 3 to 4 days a week, and then every time you go out, typically you're gonna want to do 3 approaches. More is better, like up to a point, but yeah, I would try to do at least 3 approaches. Me personally, I did 3 every single day for 7 days a week. Probably like for my first 6 months of studying game, that's exactly what I did. and I got good results from doing that. Just 3 approaches a day, but the thing is I was consistent and I did it literally every single day, like clockwork, no matter what, at all costs. So you're gonna want to actually schedule that, and if it's a priority to you, you want to sort of plan your day. I mean, you want to plan your day around it, right? So like, think about your work, think about your family, or what else is important to you, like the gym, and then put in like meeting girls in like one part, and like block out however much time you need. You might need more time at the beginning if you're just starting out. It might take you like 2 or 3 hours to approach a few girls, but once you've been doing it a little bit faster, it tends to take me like 30 minutes usually. As long as I'm in a good place, there's good volume, I can just knock 3 out and take my ass home, call it a day. Cool. Okay, next let's talk a little bit about rejection. This is a little bit of difficult for me to talk about because I had the benefit of doing door-to-door sales actually. So I did a few years of direct sales, which got me a little bit desensitized to the rejection thing, and it made me sort of forget about how important it was to understand. But you're just gonna want to understand that like they're not rejecting you because they can't know you. They don't know you. Like when you walk up to a girl and you say, hey, you're cute, what's your name, and they're like, they do something weird like, oh, I don't know, like leave me alone, or they look at you like disgusted maybe, or they just like say nothing and walk away. They don't know you at all. Like they can't be rejecting you. They're just rejecting what you did or just in that moment. Like it's not a personal rejection at all, and they can't truly understand you and reject you. Another way that I used to handle rejection a lot is just forgive them. Like whenever I would get a door slammed on my face, I'd be like, I forgive you, it's okay. And then I would be like, I'd be thinking maybe they're having a bad day, maybe they just got some bad news about their family, or maybe they lost their job or something. You could really never know. So it's not, so when things that appear mean or bad happen to you, just try to put a positive frame on it. Like I forgive them, they could have a bad day, they could just be having a bad day, and it's not a reflection on me. It's not I don't get rejected like that just because it's not because of me. Basically it's because of other external factors. They can't be rejecting you essentially in such a short time period. They can't even know you. So just forgive them and move on, and just go like, okay, on to the next. I'm getting closer to my yes would be something that I did a lot. Like when I would get doors slammed on my face, I'd be like, okay, I'm only getting closer to my next sale. Like, okay, one down, on to the next. Like just look forward, basically. Like look, okay, what's next? Like always try to be looking ahead rather than like thinking about what are the bad things that just happened, or what the rejection was, or like how bad your day might have been, or something like that. Just be looking ahead, like that day was not so great, or like that wasn't so great, but I'm on to the next. And then this sort of ties into the self-talk thing. So when you are learning to approach girls and do cold approach, you need to be controlling your inner dialogue and your self-talk. So you're gonna find that when you're out and like you're trying to go talk to girls, there's gonna be a little voice that's like, it's late, like she's busy, or like I look weird today, or like does this shirt fit me, or like are they looking at me? There's gonna be like those thoughts that pop into your head. So what you need to do is, instead of just listening to those thoughts and being like, oh, they are looking at me, I should get out of here, you should be forcing positive thoughts instead. So you have to control your self-talk and your like inner dialogue. And the way that I like to do it is I like to just say positive things to myself. So I used to just be like, I'm the shit, like I'm cool, I don't even care, like these girls love me, this girl's gonna love me, things like that, just to like pump myself up a little bit. But at a certain point, that works for some people, it works sometimes it doesn't, because what your mind does, it goes like, are you the shit? Like really? Like you think you're the shit right now? Like what makes you think that? Your mind is gonna be like, fight you a little bit on it. So what you can do is give it something that's more truthful, such as like, I'm getting better, like every day I'm getting better, every day I'm becoming more confident, I'm working on myself, I'm slowly getting better and better, which is true. And your mind can get behind that. It's not going to fight that. It's going to be like, yeah, we are getting better. We're out here, we're a little bit scared, but we are getting better. We're pushing ourselves, we're working, and we're improving every day, bit by bit. We're getting a little bit better. So you're going to want to control your inner dialogue and just be aware of how to do that. One book about, you should read Brian Tracy probably on this. I think Goals is maybe a good book by him. Any Brian Tracy books are probably good, or Jim Rohn on YouTube maybe for like mindset stuff. But yeah, you need to control your inner dialogue and just pump yourself up, be aware of the negative ones, and try to like just get rid of, like, understand when a negative thought pops in and then just replace it with a positive thought. If your mind's like, oh, I'm short, be like, I'm looking better every day, I'm getting stronger in the gym, I'm working on myself. Cool. Okay, next is approach anxiety. So this is a tough one. I struggled with this for a long time. Like, I discovered game when I was 16 or 17, and I did my first cold approach when I was 24. So I was like 7-8 years of like approach anxiety just kind of running me, like not allowing me to approach girls sober, at least in the day. So a lot of people do like the desensitization thing where they take like weeks, things like that. What I would do is, and the method that I've seen work almost 100% of the time, and I'm just gonna give it to you because if you don't do this, like, you can't complain about approach anxiety, because I know this works. So here's just the method real quick. Go out to the mall and send your friend money and say, here's $100. If you don't get a video or an audio of me telling a girl that she's cute in the next hour, you get to keep the money. So it sounds a little crazy, but this way you literally just like put a gun to your head and you are forced to go do the approach, or you lose $100. And like at that point you can just pick, like, whichever one you want to lose. And if you're like have a lot of money and maybe $100 doesn't mean anything to you, maybe you can do like $1,000 or like more than that. Whatever's gonna have an effect on you if you lose it. Whatever's gonna make you do something, basically. So figure it out. A couple years ago for me, I would send my friend every single day. Every single day I'd wake up, and because I knew I was gonna approach later, I'd be like, here's $100. Let me get it back after you get my approaches later today. And that would be a part of my schedule. I had like wake up, send money to my friend in my schedule. Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick 3-day plan to get started as well here. Okay, so day one, first day ever doing cold approach. You're out there, you're where the girls are. It's 5-6 p.m. It's a little bit busy. Now, what you want to do is walk up to the first one and say, hey, excuse me, where's Starbucks? Oh, it's over there? Sweet, thank you. And then you walk away. And then the next one, you want to go, hey, excuse me, I like your dress. Have a nice day. And then you leave. And then you walk away. And the last one, you want to go, hey, excuse me, I like your outfit. I'm Peter, introduce yourself. That's it. And then from there you can leave, or you can stay and talk if you want. And that's it. That's it for day number one. Day number two, same thing. So, hey, where's Starbucks? Hey, excuse me, I like your dress. Have a nice day. That's important. So like, have a nice day gives you permission to leave. So incorporate that into your script or your second approach or whatever. So, hey, excuse me, I like your dress. Have a nice day. And then your last approach is, hey, excuse me, I just had to say I thought you were cute. That's it. And then you can say, have a nice day. Done. That's it for day number two. Day number three, hey, where's Starbucks? Hey, I like your outfit. Have a nice day. Hey, excuse me, I just had to say I thought you were cute. And then you can choose if you want to talk or if you want to leave. And that's it. That's it for the first 3 days. From there on, I would use that as a warm-up. That 1, 2, 3 as a warm-up. Starbucks, hey, you're cute. Or hey, I like your dress. Have a nice day. Hey, excuse me, I thought you were cute. Have a nice day. And then I would do your 3 approaches. So I would knock those 3 out, and then I would do 3 actual approaches where you're like, hey, excuse me, I thought you were cute. I'm Peter. Nice to meet you. And then do that 3 times. Okay. So your first 3 days turns into a warm-up after that, and then you just keep doing it. And then you do your real approaches afterwards. 30-day challenge. So this is the last part of the little mini course on getting into cold approach and creating a top 1% dating life in 90 days. Lastly is called the 30-day challenge. So after you do that for 3 days, what I just said, you're going to want to do a 30-day challenge, which is you talk to 3 girls every single day for 30 days, no matter what, at all costs. And it's gonna seem like the hardest thing you ever do, but it's so worth it. It's gonna give you like the habit. It's gonna give you momentum. It's gonna give you everything you need to start meeting girls and start creating that top 1% dating life. So that's it. And then after your 30-day challenge, I would make it a 60-day challenge, and then I would keep doing it for 90 days, and then I would just keep doing it, to be honest. And that's really how you can kind of create that top 1% dating life, get laid pretty much every week, close multiple dates every week. with really minimal time and not even using apps at all. So it's great. If you want my help with this stuff, click the link below and sign up to get my free emails, and I'll send you all sorts of cool stuff that you can check out. Thank you for watching the video.